Hello, everybody. Yes, we have met again, and today I want to share some experience with my entrepreneurs. As you know, this channel is more about business, finance, politics, policies, too, in general. And today I have a new subject for you. Yes, an entrepreneur, make sure you keep in touch. And the today's lesson is product life cycle. Product life cycle. First, do you know what a product life cycle is? A product life cycle is the length of time from when a product is introduced in the market until when the product is removed from the market. Now, that is the life cycle of a product. So, why have I decided to give you tips about the life of your product or service? It is because some business people do not understand when to take out their products or services from the market. Remember, even if you have your products to sell, it does not mean that you need to be selling through your lifetime. But the product itself should have its life. Now, today I want to talk about the life cycle of your product or service. Yes, there is one picture here I want to share with you. This is a very important diagram of your product life cycle. You can see the vertical line is sales. The vertical line is sales. The horizontal line is time. So, the first is development of a particular product or service. Once you develop that particular product, then you need to introduce to the market. So, here is the introduction phase. You can see here, introduction phase. And during the struggle, here is the line with the slope. In this slope is the growth phase. And after the growth phase, here comes the maturity phase. The maturity phase is followed by the last phase, which is the decline phase. So you can see, here is the decline phase. Now, the product life cycle has these 5 tips. The first I said is development phase. The development phase is the time when an entrepreneur thinks of what to do, what product or service to sell. That is the development phase. product or service has been developed, there comes an introduction phase. An introduction phase is the phase which the product or service is introduced into the market. Are you there with me? I have given you already 2 tips about the life cycle of your product or service. Now, the third tip is the growth. After introduction of your product or service into the market, then follows the growth phase. Here is the phase where or which an entrepreneur struggles to make sure the product survives in the market. There are many issues to consider for your product to survive in the market. One day, I will talk about that. But today, let me just give you tips about your product or service life cycle. Then, after the product has grown, there comes the maturity phase. The maturity phase means now your product has matured. Your product or service has matured. Your product or service has a lot of customers, maybe inside and outside the country. Or your local customers understand your products and services very well. They are ready to market by themselves to other people. That is the maturity phase. Remember, everything must die. Everything must die. That is the last phase of your product or service. The last will be the decline phase. This is the point where your product or service is no longer attractive to your clients, to your customers, local, national, even international customers. Bear in mind, you need to work very, very tireless. Very, very tireless to make your products sustain. As I have said, one day I will talk about these 2 important tips. The growth, the maturity. I can add the first, the introduction. So let me say, one day I will talk about the introduction phase, the growth phase, and the maturity phase in details so that you can get prepared to compete in your market, for you to have your business sustained in the market. Before I tell you or ask you to subscribe my YouTube channel, Mkula Official, let me tell you, I come from Tanzania and this book is Kilimanjaro. Make sure you visit Kilimanjaro and climb the Kilimanjaro mountain found in Tanzania, Kilimanjaro region. Thank you very much. Make sure you subscribe my YouTube channel, Mkula Official.